I need some love from the family, so I'm gonna try to call my dad and see if this works out. And let's just give it a shot. He tried to call me before. Um, hold on, okay? Call my dad up. Sometimes I just need a hug. Somebody to love me. Hey, Dad.
No, you listen. I don't talk.
I just want to say hi to you, but I can't hear with your TV blasting. It doesn't sound good on the phone. Can I just talk to you? Like, please?
No.
Lower your TV. Please. I want to talk to you.
Not now.
What are you doing?
Listen.
Listen, I can't hear. The TV's too loud.
I don't want to talk. You want to listen, listen. You don't want to listen, goodbye.
I want to say hi to you. Dad.
It's coffee talk with the Tika. Nothing rhymes with that but chicken tikka. We name drop here with Stefan and all his friends.
Hey, good morning, Levitan.
That was awesome.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Was that real or?
Good morning. Look who's here. We got like Karen, Kid, Teresa, Noodle, Earl. Who else is here? Reverend Jenny, Mitch Weissman is here.
No, Jeff.
Andy Muller's here. Everybody's here. Donnell's here. Chris Vickery, Deb Smith, of course, is here. Lovely to see everybody. Miranda, you're looking very pretty this morning. I like what you're wearing. Was that my dad? Huh? Yeah, that was real. That was yesterday. I'm testing out my Roadcaster and I'm messing up the sound. Doesn't sound good. So I figured, let me call my dad up. Oh, it gets better than that. It gets better than that, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot more. What do you think, Corey? Now you
Wow.
know I am the way I am. That's just can't make
But
it.
you have issues with your mom and your dad. I only have issues with my mom.
Levitan, I have issues with the world. That's right. That's right. Well, anyway, that is my morning. But let's go. Yeah, check it out. Hey, show you something. Let's see if we could hear it. See if my mom is home. I get along with my mother. You can't make this up. Be political. It's a show. It's in itself.
Just listening to the phone.
Hello.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm watching. I'm in the middle of football. I'm gonna go take a shower.
Hold
I
on.
cook meatballs.
Hold on a second. Hold on. I always wanted my parents to get back together. They divorced when I was a kid. In my head, I thought I had the nice family, like, you know.
What would have made you happier, your parents or the Beatles?
Ooh.
Well,
You are a more stupid. You're not intelligent. You got no brain, and you're gonna be low life in the street like the rest of them.
Dad,
When I said to you, listen to this, you need to listen
just
so
wanted
you
to talk
learn.
nice to
This is
you.
about your child in school. They go to school, and the teacher union tell them to teach them politicking against the government or can shit to the children. In kindergarten, they started doing it. You don't know what's going on in the world. You know one thing. Sitting in the fucking radio and talk shit.
All right, I'm not.
You don't know in the world what's going on. You don't know what happened to your child in school. What
I
they
want
teach in
you and
high
my
school.
mother to be back together. It would make
Go
me happy.
fuck your mother. I don't want to hear about your mother. She's not your mother.
I want you.
Okay.
I want you back. That's my dad, everybody. Get better than
Wow.
Wow.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Go
Wow.
F your mother. Wow.
That's right. That's right.
I don't give a shit.
You people don't think you got problems. Well, you know what? You take your problems, you get a cup of coffee, and you toast, and you know ADIKA, because I love you, everybody. Good morning, top of the morning. This is good stuff.
Oh, man.
All right. Please help me. My dad says I'm going to be homeless, living in a park. So do the right thing, everybody. Subscribe to this channel if it's your first time. We're going to talk about a little nonsense. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about that. But if you want to keep the channel alive, I need you all to help me out. I need you to do one thing. Subscribe. Hit that bell to be reminded. We're going to talk about what's going on in your life. And is it age appropriate to be wild and crazy over 60? We'll talk about that in a second. And we're going to talk about Paul McCartney's talking about the Beatles all over again. The same old story. But my dad, let's talk about him in the beginning. Yeah, that's right. That's my dad. My dad thinks I talk nonsense on the show. He's right. I have to prove him wrong. That's right. Uncle Jeff is here.
Thanks, Uncle Jeff.
You got a smile. This is he never changes. Uncle Jeff. Uncle Jeff met. He introduced. Well, my father introduced Uncle Jeff to his wife. They're still married. Cook with the kid. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for the support. I really appreciate that, my friend. Thank you very much. Always good to see Uncle Jeff here. But yeah, he knows him very well. There's more to it too. I just don't want to take up the whole show with it, but you get to see where I come from. You get to see, So everybody, good morning to you all. What's going on with you guys? You had a good weekend? You speak to any of your family?
Yeah, I didn't have a conversation like that, but yeah, my mom is she's like the mom from Everybody Loves Raymond. She'll dig in.
We have such a polarized world. Saw it for decades. My parents started watching Fox News, and they became more and more polarized. And we literally actually don't talk anymore. And so,
wait, Dr. G, your family, they're Fox News people?
Oh yeah, I mean it's like you said, you saw this progressive deterioration of thought and everything. I had this one conflict with my dad. He was wondering why I was being so hard on him compared to the rest of the family, and it says because I still have hope for you. And he said, well, stop hoping. And that was what the great breaker. This is at a family reunion, and it's because this is back at the time. It was like they were watching they were watching a Democratic convention on Fox News, and I was joking with them. It was like watching on the barbecue channel, the vegetarians, it's just, it doesn't make sense. And, it was funny. But even since that time, which was a long time ago, it's just been a progressive deterioration towards this kind of, it's okay to be racist, and it really isn't. And it's difficult because it's been a tough time for everybody who's in families, because you'd love to have support just like you're talking about. But I've gotten to the point where, you could talk about this, you could talk about maybe football, and then it deteriorated to the point there's really nothing you can talk about because there's so much that the anger that you see from your dad, that's what comes out, right? And there's just no talking to it as far as that goes. And you say, listen, when you come to these agreements, you make this apologies to one of my brother and things like that, then we can try to find a common ground. And they just gave up on finding a common ground with me.
I wonder how many other families this political unrest has torn apart. It's so horrible. Everybody usually has at least one uncle or cousin.
Right. If they're from Israel and they're watching Fox, my dad's the Israeli Archie Bunker.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's crazy because I was patient, and he tried to send me some news information that it was about the coronavirus, but it was from this far right, literally Nazi website, and he's a Jewish guy, and I go, in general, the Nazis aren't known for wanting to take care of the Jews, so it's probably not where I would go for my medical information. Come on, and so it's crazy. Yeah. The identifications with certain thought patterns are more important than family. And it's really interesting because they're supposed to be the party of family values, but that doesn't matter anymore. It's really about tribalism. Not a tribe has become more important than their family if their family doesn't hold on to the tribal values.
You know what? But I'll be honest with you, Ryan Noodle.
It's true, Ryan.
I agree with Ryan Noodle, but you know what? I kind of like my dad being the way he is. It makes me happy. Because look,
don't talk to me no more. I don't want to talk to you.
I want a happy life. We could fix that.
What?
We could fix our lives. I want to be happy again.
Mm-hmm.
We could
There's
be a
nothing
family.
to fix. You're a Democrat. You're not going to fix nothing.
We could
See?
be Mom, are you there?
Please.
You're
No,
a Democrat
I don't wanna
before
talk
you're
to
my
your
son.
mother.
I want you
Goodbye.
guys to be happy.
Yes.
Mom, Mom,
It's crazy.
Mom.
You're a Democrat.
I gotta go to therapy. I'll speak to you later.
Oh,
Well, I can't. He called you.
I called him.
what happened to the days of
What
like
are you listening to
I'm
him?
gonna try him one more
family
time. I'll make
ties?
this right.
Don, he's crazy. I'm not your mother.
What'd you do? What
He
happened?
said, I'm not your mother.
I can't even make this up. This is like.
No.
This is.
Because
Right.
you should play this to.
Hold on, Mom. Let's try one more time with my father. See. Do you guys want to see?
If he's gonna yell, yeah.
Right.
Only
What
the
do you
yellow.
want?
I want. It's like, why do you?
What do you want?
I call you up and you yell and yeah.
What do you want?
I don't have a
What do you
mother.
put your mother on the phone for? I don't want to talk to your mother.
One time you did talk to
I
her.
have
That's
nothing
why
to
I'm
do
here.
with your mother. I have nothing to do with either one either. They're all piece of shit. And you include one of them. What do you want?
That's my dad, everybody. It makes great entertainment. It
Wow.
really does. So
Again, but that's you'd be laughing or you're going to be crying, right? So you might as well laugh at this, you know.
This is
So
what
yes,
you do. This is what I do. Because it'd be a sin if I don't speak to my dad, something bad happens. He's going to be 90 years old. This is a 90-year-old man yelling at me. So I figured I can't really talk to him normal. So I might as well share it with the coffee talk people. So from now on, every
Right.
conversation you see, it'll be right
Wow.
here. I wonder if you could hear if I call him up right now. Should I try?
what the heck?
What the heck, right? Do you guys in the
Yeah.
audience?
You probably have 3 Democrats with you.
We'll talk about Madonna and all this stuff. Hold on, let's just see.
Madonna's more fun.
Yeah, we'll talk about Madonna. Hold on, let's see if you hear this. Tell me if you could hear this. Can you hear that, guys in the audience? You hear it? You hear that?
We can hear the phone, yeah.
Okay, good.
Don't want to fight. Don't yell. I don't want to hear no more. Don't get my blood so crazy.
What are you
Okay.
doing? What are you doing?
Don't bother me.
I just wanted to say hi and I love you, and it's a beautiful morning.
Good.
Yeah.
So everything I can do is aggravation and fight. I don't need that shit.
All right. Hey, Dad.
Good for you, Mr. ADIKA.
Can I tell you? I have a bunch of friends with me. You're on my stupid show right now. Say hi to everybody. It might be
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Everybody happy today?
Yeah. Everybody's happy today. Say hi. My dad is single, and there's a lot of beautiful women in the audience watching.
Good. Let them be happy. All the women in the audience, make sure you're happy. Don't listen to no men. They just like to play with your brain.
Well, I have a beautiful woman named Debbie Muller. She might be interested in you. I mean, she's blonde, nice lady right there.
Yeah.
I don't care if she black or blonde or white, whatever.
You don't want nobody.
Take care of yourself. I want you to take care. Don't listen to no men. The men is only like to play games.
How about a married woman from Ireland? Maybe she's unhappy with the marriage. Maybe she might want a little, long distance relationship. How about that, Donnell?
Listen to me.
No. Okay, no married women. Reverend Jenny from Staten
Very
Island.
nice women, but they're supposed to be with their husband and be loyal to the husband.
All right. I got Deb Smith. She's a nice lady for you, Deb. She likes Elvis.
Beautiful.
She likes Elvis.
Good.
That's it. That's who you should be. I have a woman for you that likes Elvis, and Deb Smith could be my stepmom. It'd be a beautiful thing. Yeah, I'm going to hook you up with Deb Smith.
All the women today, they were looking, what can you do for me? It doesn't work with me. Before you meet the woman today, what can you do for me?
What's your favorite?
What do you got to offer me?
What's your favorite expression, Dad? Tell the audience what you used to teach me when I was 10 years old. Tell them.
I agree with him.
Tell them. What's the do me? Go to the do me. You remember the do me?
What? Do me, buy me, get me, show me. This is what the woman wants.
That's right. Say that again. What is it again? We can remember that.
Do me, buy me, get me, show me.
Yeah, that's right. Do me, buy me, get me, show me. Okay.
And that's the woman are. When you meet the lady, before you meet her, she said to you, can you support my dogs and my cats? And then she said, can you pay my bills and my mortgage or my rent? And then I will go with you.
Then you go, hold on one second, Dad. Hold on one second. Hold on.
Is he looking age appropriate, or is he? I mean, how old are these women?
Get my mom and my dad back together right
Oh
now.
my!
Oh my God!
Hold on.
What a great idea, Stefan.
Let's see if it works. Hold on.
That's so funny.
Just got to. I want to talk about Madonna, but I'm not quite
Yeah,
sleep.
no.
You kill me.
Fuck Madonna.
But I want to talk about all this. My mom's not answering. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dad,
Yeah.
okay, you guys are here together. I got to ask you guys a question.
You starting with me already?
Mom, you're on the show. Act civilized. Dad, you there? Dad. Hello? Dad?
No, Dad's not playing.
Hello? Dad hung up, Mom.
Dad's not playing.
He hung up. Thank you, Steve, for that. He hung up. All right, Mom. He hung up. What'd you do to him? Hold on.
Oh, Stefan, leave me alone with him. He's crazy.
Well,
He is.
I want to get you guys together.
Do me a favor. Let him move into you.
It's either him with you or my dad with Deb Smith. I need to have a normal family.
You what?
I need to have a normal family. I want to have family in one house.
Good. Good. Live with your father.
Oh. All right. Let's call Mom. Be nice. Just act civil. Let me call him one more time.
No, I don't want to talk to him. He's crazy. No, he said yesterday, I'm not your mother. What is he, nuts?
Yeah.
Oh, you're watching.
So I have to go find you who your mother is now.
Yeah. Deb Smith could be my mom. Anybody could be my mom. Please.
No, I'm not your mother.
Oh, thank you, Debbie Muller. Look at this.
Oh, thanks,
He's
Debbie.
crazy.
There's women paying not to meet my mom right now. They're paying money.
Oh, God. What a nutcase he is. He's nuts.
Hold on, Mom.
What's with his girl? What's with his women?
Don't even ask. I'm not allowed to say anything. He'll go crazy. Hold on one second.
Oh, he'll go crazy.
Hold on.
He is.
Hold on. Watch this one more time.
I think he'd have better luck getting the Beatles back together.
This could.
Yes, even from beyond, exactly.
He even wants this episode. He's got to answer. Why does he hang up on me, Uncle Jeff? Why? It's a sin, right? He's not going to answer. Then he complains. He's really mad.
Hello, we are not available now.
Yeah.
Please leave your number after the beep.
Yeah.
We will return your call.
I'll do this. Mom, leave a message on my dad's machine.
Will you get out of here? I'm not leaving no message.
Remember when we took the Amtrak to Chicago? I thought there was hope that you guys would get back together, and it was a nice thing.
Oh, Stefan, please.
Okay, all right. If you have one thing to say to my dad, what would you like to say?
I have a lot of things to do today. I have to look and see who your mother is. I have to go. I have to go do a lot of work.
All right, I love you, Mom. Hey, Dad, you're on the machine in the living room by yourself. I love you too. We'll speak later, and remember, put CNN News on. There's a lot going on in the world. Okay, bye, Mom.
Bye.
That's my family, everybody.
Yeah.
That's the morning, huh? You can't make it up. You can't. Speaking of the Beatles, Levitan, it's funny you said that. It's back in the news. Did you hear about McCartney? It's an old story, but McCartney never really admitted to it. But right here, it was John who wanted a divorce. McCartney sets the record straight on the Beatles split.
No, he said that before. This is just their way of selling paper, or getting people to click. He said that before. He had a book that came out, I forgot, by Barry Miles and him about 20 years ago. He said all of this before. Yeah, and John has said it. John has said it too.
But why is it coming?
I want to divorce.
He went off on a reporter saying, no. He was really clear about it. So.
Well, if you read the first bunch of Beatle books that came out in the 70s, like we did, you would think that Paul quit the Beatles because he was the one who released that questionnaire in the copies of McCartney the album that made it look like, oh, there's no more Beatles.
Yeah.
And Lennon got really pissed off because it was a great idea and he should have used it for publicity for his album.
Yeah.
So he got really pissed off and they didn't speak for a year, and then he did the Jan Wenner interview at Rolling Stone where he just made McCartney just seem like a two-bit sax player.
My stepmom even knows it's old news. See, Deb Smith, my stepmom.
Yeah, but he before his death he retracted all of that. He says, you talk to me on one day, I'll say one thing, and then I'll say another thing on another day. But that initial bang, which was the headlines around the world. Beatles split Paul, I won't work with group, or whatever it was. And that's what people remember. But it's not right. It's the same. It's the same with like Robin Williams' suicide. People think that he committed suicide because of depression. He didn't. But that's what people remember.
See,
it's unfortunate.
You know what, Levitan, you are such a doctor of the Beatles. You're Dr. Beatle. You really know, like, you really.
I'm so embarrassed.
All right. Why did Robin Williams commit suicide if it wasn't depression? Because that's what I heard.
Right. Everybody heard that. You're not to be faulted. Lewy body dementia. After they did an autopsy and his brain was so riddled with holes from Lewy body dementia that they said they couldn't believe he could still stand up straight. He was having actual episodes like he did in The Fisher King, where he had hallucinations that were coming after him.
Really?
His wife would find him in the shower, curled up into a fetal position. He couldn't take it anymore. It was too painful. And they told him it was Parkinson's. It was Parkinson's.
No.
Really?
So they found out afterward. Yeah, so he hung himself to stop the pain that he was in.
Wow.
While he still could. And he's actually a hero. He's not somebody whose behavior should be punished. Or,
So he was aware of what was going on, you're saying. That's why he hung.
No, he wasn't.
No.
They have to get inside the brain. See, that's the weird thing about Lewy body Parkinson's. I know my dad has it now. He's got both, and he's dying of it.
Wow.
They have to actually do brain surgery and do a biopsy to find out exactly what it is. They can't see it in scans.
Right.
So when he hung himself, so what was going on that point, you think? What did they say when he hung himself? He just, not knowing what he was doing, or he didn't know where he was at? I don't understand the whole thing.
Whatever the sickness was that was labeled, he couldn't take it anymore. He was having painful hallucinations. Painful hallucinations. And he didn't know what.
Wait, how long was it going on? It was going on in his life.
A couple years.
Yeah, that's a fairly fastly progressive dementia. So,
real, and he was young, right? He wasn't that old, right?
62, I think.
Jesus, that's so young.
About Madonna's age.
Yeah.
About Madonna's age. Look at this. So from that, and then you go to this. You know what? I got to tell you something. I was been checking. Now let's move to Madonna. Oh man, poor Robin Williams. I mean, Madonna, I gotta tell you, she looks good, man. I want to ask the people in the audience, is this age appropriate? You won't believe it. I mean, what do you think?
What a segue.
I just want to know. Well, we got a time clock. We got to be off.
You got to get it in.
Yeah, we got to get it in.
Right.
But is this age appropriate? Look at her.
Is what age appropriate? Just I'm looking at her. Okay.
Yeah, would you bang her, Corey?
Madonna's an icon. What she did in the 80s was she became a rock star. She was basically, even though it wasn't rock music, she was like the first, well, maybe not the first female rock star, because you had Stevie Nicks and all that stuff. But she was a very powerful force in the 80s. She was the 80s female Bruce Springsteen, bar none, absolutely.
Right.
She was that important and that influential. She's an icon. And of course I would.
Would you do it now? Would you do it now?
Yeah, because she's Madonna. If she was some lady at the grocery store now.
What about that, Corey?
Good for her. Good for her.
Yeah, I think she looks good, Levitan. I don't know what you're picking on me for.
But there are some people, because of who they are. I mean, I would do, as you say, regardless of how they look, just because of who they are. We've had this discussion before. We've had the Lydia Cornell on, and I've told you that.
What about Lydia?
She could be 70, and I still have my childhood crush on her, just like I do Barbie Benton.
So Lydia, I can't get Lydia back on the show. I asked her to come back. She doesn't even answer the emails. I must have scared her. Did something.
No, I'll get her on.
Oh, why? You have a connection with her, huh? She knows about you?
You idiot. I brought her to you.
No, I can get her on. But I want to ask you a question. What do you talk about with Lydia alone?
Channeling Stefan's dad. You idiot.
That's why he's kept me around so long. Because I remind him of his dad.
Do you flirt with Lydia? What goes on with you and Lydia?
And Facebook. She posts things, and I'm the only one of her. Her followers aren't kind of that creative. Put it that way. So I'm the only one who makes her laugh. When I get a good one for Lydia, it's cool.
Right.
She posted what Jesus. Well, she's really into Jesus. She's very Christian, so she posted what Jesus really looked like, and it was a picture of a Moorish guy, a Mediterranean brown skinned, and this is what Jesus looks like.
My father.
Right.
Right, exactly. And so then I posted a photo of Rafi from the league. I forgot the actor's name, who looks exactly like that. And she laughed. I said, I knew it.
You'll get her back on. You know what? But I gotta say this. Talking about Madonna, I think she looks fabulous. I think she's what is she, Madonna? How old is she now? 60 what?
I said
I don't know.
63. Somebody says 62,
Yeah.
63. It's close enough.
Yeah, I mean, she looks great for her age. I mean, God bless her. I mean, this is probably, you know what? I feel like that's you embrace it because after this window, then you'll see Madonna with Velcro shoes on, and then she'll be like, before you know it, in a wheelchair like Yoko Ono. So I think she should do this. I like her jumping on the desk.
Yeah.
Great that she's showing her ass. You know what? She's got it. Do it. I think there's nothing wrong with her. She is Madonna. God bless her. She looks better than Elizabeth Taylor did at this age. So Madonna, thumbs up.
Cher too. Cher's 10 years older.
I heard we were doing this morning, so I went to her like Instagram site, and I literally didn't recognize her. She's had so much work done, and so it's one of those things where is it the Madonna of old that I remember? No, because it was big in the '80s. I had a gay roommate in college, and she was like she was the next to Barbara Streisand. Still was like it for the entire community, but everybody loved her no matter what orientation you were, and so. But did I recognize her? No. Actually, the first picture was like a Rolling Stone things, and I looked at her face. It's like, is this really actually Madonna? So she said, not that it's wrong to have work done. I just want to think it was just very difficult to recognize her, and so, and most of her pictures were more pancake kind of makeup than anything else. And I think that goes into the issue in terms of for women, they have to put on so much thing they can't age supposedly. And that's always the thing that I'm a little concerned about is that is a 60-some-year-old icon. Does every other 62-year-old feel like they have to wear pancake makeup and do surgery to look like they're 20 years old? Again, that's always the issue for women is this idea this is what you're supposed to look like, which is a fairly dangerous precedent because it's not honoring an aging process, and that always makes me concerned.
Yeah, but I agree with you completely. But if it's somebody in entertainment, then you understand why they're doing it. Guys do it too.
Absolutely, I do understand why she's doing it, of course. But that's part of the problem is we can rationalize it, and then we kind of keep on going into this cycle where other women are who don't have her support system and her plastic surgeon are trying to look like that, and it's not necessarily a goal that's worth looking for. But that's I wish. Yeah.
There's somebody who aged gracefully that doesn't get enough credit, and we all fantasized to her when we were kids. Carrie Fisher.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at pictures of her before she died, she looks like just an old woman, and
right.
And it's jarring, but then you go, oh, okay, wow, okay, that's the way you're supposed to age.
Right.
Good for you.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, she did look really good. Society doesn't let women.
I agree, Reverend Jenny. That's the whole point here. Is that even with what your dad was talking about, like don't trust men, but then he goes into patriarchal stuff, and it's really interesting how much of that conditioning is out there.
My dad was putting an act on because behind closed doors, he's saying that the women are no good. Now he's telling the women because he knew he was on the air. My dad's like a politician over there.
No, you could see right through that because there was always the patriarchy right there, and so, but that's part of the things where a woman is supposed to be loyal, like he's not supposed to be, etc. And so, Yeah, I would love her to be more natural.
It's okay to say that they were. It's okay to say that they were wrong.
Mm-hmm.
that their whole worldview is wrong.
Right.
How about Betty White? Renee says,
"Yeah,
Betty White.
Yeah. I like that.
Betty White is she looks great. Now of all the females, I definitely think Mickey Rourke looks really good.
Right.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's aging gracefully, Mickey Rourke. Anything gracefully, Mickey Rourke. That's
Mickey Rourke looks really good.
There should be a picture of him next to graceful in the Bible.
He had one bad plastic surgery. But the problem with one bad plastic surgery is then you get all these other plastic surgeries to try and correct it, and it's hit or miss whether they work, and then you're really screwed.
Now I gotta agree
Ooh,
here.
Helen Mirren, yeah.
Yes, Sarah, you're totally right. I think she is beautiful.
Oh yeah, me too.
I think she is beautiful. Helen, yeah. She Graham Norton show. She goes on there. She has class. She's in shape. She looks great. She's really pretty. I agree with Sarah on that. I think of all the women, I think she might be the one. I think that's the sexiest of them all. Betty White, is great, but Betty White always looked like Betty White. She always, even when she was young, she had that old look, but she was not.
Betty White wasn't really famous in the 50s. She was a pinup girl and she was an actress, but she didn't really get her fame until Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Right.
Yeah. But look at Suzanne Summers. She looks great too. What she's been through. Suzanne Summers still looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And then
well, she looks, her face is a little.
She's had again had her. She actually speaks at the anti-aging medicine conferences that I go to, and it's funny because she's oh gosh, yeah,
you know. In person. You see her in person?
Oh yeah.
Oh, tell me, what does she look like in person?
She looks like she's had a lot of work, and she looks great. She looks like she works out too. I mean, of course, just like Madonna, work out and exercise, and you can still have a nice butt. Gosh only knows what how much butt work she's had done as well. But no, of course, and Suzanne Summers still looks good. I'm not saying different, but she's in that position where she's supposed to look a certain way, and so, but it's interesting how she'll have more acclaim. More people will listen to her about medicine than will listen to me because she's has that figure of authority because she's beautiful. And so the many of the things she says about medical things are just flat out wrong, but that doesn't matter because she has. Oh yeah, but some she says are right too. About eating right and exercising and things like that as well. But she's the guru. "Quote unquote" guru of bioidentical hormones and things.
Oh, you're beautiful too, Dr. G.
Well, she had cancer, right? And did she beat it with her diet? Is that what she's claimed? Is that her claim to fame? What is the whole story?
Again, her exact diagnosis and how real it is, and some other factors.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
yes, I don't. Yeah.
Well, you're clapping there, Corey. Well, you happy with the doctor?
Sometimes Dr. G surprises me. He's not the extremist that I think he is.
So some of her stuff is not all there, huh?
Yeah. It's
Okay. All right. I just like to know.
But she seems like a nice enough lady. I bet when you talk to people in person versus what you get on a stage is a different thing.
You shake her hand ever? Yeah. Oh, hi. Nice to meet you, Miss Summers.
I don't think I shook her hand. I was close by in a place
You were
that
like-
she was at.
you were
I mean,
like talking.
When people have that, I kind of like people hovering around them. It just gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't like to be around that close to that many people. It just scares me.
Be honest. Your wife's not paying attention. She's taking care of the kid. Were you looking at her ass?
She didn't have her ass fully exposed, but if it was there, I probably would have taken a look at it. Yes,
What was she wearing? Do you remember?
if she pulled a Madonna, on the stage, yeah, sure, I would have said,
That's what
"Hey,
she-
nice,
what was
nice
she-
ass."
You remember what she was wearing when you seen her?
It was, no, it wasn't that big a moment for me,
Miranda, he wasn't even watching, looking at her. It's a good husband Miranda has over there. Look.
Miranda's so much more beautiful than Suzanne Summers. It's not even close.
Look, I've made eye contact with her. She's real intense. Really, she's real intense, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Wow. Why does she have like Scientology eyes? Or what is it?
Scientology eyes. I like it. That's a next level. You have to go through training, I believe, to get Scientology eyes. That's actually one of their, and then you get a planet or something. Who knows?
Jacket and skirt.
See, there you go.
It was like Klaus Lee, what's the character Klaus Leachman played in Young Frankenstein? That's what I think of.
Fablaka.
Yeah. That's Suzanne Summers has a
flat butt. See, maybe that's why she shouldn't show it off. It really isn't her forte. She's more of a forward.
What a fun show! What a fun show this morning. So McCartney's giving old news, making it like it's new news. We got that. We got.
No, what's really happening? Okay, I tell you what's really happening. The people who are running the digital news services are all in their 20s and 30s. So this is all news to them.
Yeah.
So if anybody puts out a press release, they're not smart enough to Google, or maybe they don't have enough time because they have to do 50 stories a day. They don't look it up and they think, okay, this is news. We have a headline here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what else that came. Well, I don't know if it's old news and we all know, but the other day, you scroll on your phone, and I'm always looking at stuff so we could talk on the air. And what was his name who did the spyware? He died in prison. I think he hung himself, but they say maybe he was murdered. McAfee.
Right.
John
McAfee.
Is it John? What was his first name? John.
McAfee.
John McAfee.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he was talking about and his interviews were so great. And he would come on shows like this and talk with people. And it's a shame
Yeah.
it happened with him. He was talking about his iPhone, and when you scroll and you go on a porn site like what's that one called, like a Pornhub or something,
PornTube,
whatever.
new porn.
How do you know all these? How do you know all these things, Levitan?
Oh, I've just I've done articles on them.
Well, he's saying
Porn tube sounds
there's a
particularly
device
bad.
in there in the keystroke where
Pornhub. That's
there's-
the one. Pornhub.
Oh, Pornhub. I've heard of Pornhub.
Yeah, they're tracking you on your phone, so
Yeah, of course.
they're knowing because it's big money. He goes, people
Yeah.
think those porn sites are free. They're not free.
Right, because you're the customer. If whenever you get something for free on the internet and you're wondering how it's for free, you're the product. You're the product that's being sold.
Yeah, so he's going on here. And he said, so when you're over there looking, he goes, they're getting your information. They're knowing what you and they have a device in it. They could hack right into your phone.
They know who you are. They know what you like, and you hit incognito, or you try and hide yourself with using those programs. That doesn't hide you. That doesn't hide you. No, it doesn't work.
Ryan Noodle hasn't heard of Pornhub yet. Yeah, well,
Thanks, Ryan.
who hasn't heard of Pornhub? Oh, Ryan Noodle.
Yeah.
Ryan, don't watch it.
No CNN, no Fox,
I'm
only
gonna give
Pornhub.
you my dad's phone. Become friends with my dad, and you and my dad need to go to the bars together. Do not go on Pornhub because what goes on those sites? You're going on there. There's a keystroke, and there's people paying big money to get your information.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. And now John said, how do you say his last name? What's it?
McAfee.
McAfee. He invented the spyware. He goes, I invented it. I did it. He goes, and they know how to get through it. He goes, it doesn't work anymore. You pay for those spywares. It doesn't work. And he goes, they'll go in your system. These hackers know how to get in there. And then if your banking and all that stuff is in there, they'll get your money out.
Wait, that's two separate issues.
No, but he goes,
The websites aren't hacking.
Mm-hmm.
No, but there's people paying. There's people paying other people to get in there. They know how. Once they get through your firewall, you're done. They know how to do it. So there's no device out there that's going to protect you. But Brian Laundrie, they still can't find him, and everybody has a cell phone. Think about that. All right. There you go.
Well, he's not carrying his cell phone. That's pretty obvious.
Right. Miranda and I did watch The Social Dilemma. I don't know. I think it was Friday or Saturday night, and it's interesting because nothing on there was that surprising to us. But it was like the next day. It's like, all right, I'm turning off all notifications, and I like literally turned off the notifications to like message and phone. So nothing was getting through. It's like, damn it. And so, but I turned some things back on. But it does make you. It's interesting that the people who are part of making it, we're talking about how addicted they could be to their own, to whether it was email or to IG or whatever it was. And it makes you kind of just reevaluate because you think you can be independent of that. And I can control this. And it's easy to see how we all can get addicted to any form of social media or porn hubs or whatever else like that. So
we're getting into Apple can't be hacked. You're totally wrong. It can't be hacked because I have an Apple. You got to go into your privacy on your iPhones right here. And if you go in your privacies, there's a thing called tracking where you can't see it. You click on tracking and you got it. It says allow apps to request to track. Keep it off, everybody. And then go in there and double check what you got going on there. Some apps, they'll say always, don't keep the always on. This is stuff that I'm, learning. I'm giving this is value you're getting on Coffee Talk, people. Value. I
think that's old information. There used to be this thing.
If you got people in the chat saying Apple doesn't get hacked,
that's not true.
They do get hacked. This is value. Get you always set your privacies, get in your iPhone, fix your wigs, get your phones together, you people out there. All righty. On that note, I think we're out of here. But before we get out of here, I think I should need to do one thing: make peace with my father. So hold on. Stop the show with Dad. Let's say goodbye.
It's going to be a message.
Let's see. Because Andrew, you're right. I just got Instagram. You guys got to learn. I'm doing live mornings on Instagram, 7 a.m. Where my patrons, I'll send me a request. I'll talk to you. It'll be great. I need to talk to you. My father won't pick up.
Yeah.
See.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
What do you want from me, Stefan?
Hey, Dad,
your mother is not your mother.
Do me a favor. Just go on my YouTube channel, subscribe, and share with somebody that's bothering you. I want to annoy them this morning like I annoyed you. All right, we'll speak later. Get my dad. Hey, the Hakim Chinik too. All right, everybody. Stefan sounds like his dad. She out of her mind, this lady. Get
Ooh.
out of here. Look at her. No wonder she lost.
No, that's the most intelligent thing she's ever written. You're just putting it together now? That's why he's like this?
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody, this is Coffee Talk. I'm Stefan ADIKA. If you learned something today, please, in the comments, tell us down below. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, share it to somebody you love and somebody you don't like. And I appreciate you all being here. Donnell, thank you for that.
Donnell.
Loves Coffee Talk. Thank you all for the super chat. It really helps me keep this channel alive. We'll see you guys Wednesday, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Dr. G, Monday today. He is on Instagram, IG. He's going to give you
9 a.m.
9 a.m. He's going to give you some good information. What are you going to talk about today, Dr. G?
We're going to kind of update on, because we couldn't do it last week because of the shutdown or whatever happened at Facebook IG. So actually, I'm going to go a little into this, because interesting thing, guys, because in our county, they're doing supposedly influenza vaccine mandates for the healthcare workers and how little science supports that. And this is exactly what we've been talking about, how once they mandate one thing, they're going to just keep on mandating more, even though science doesn't even show that it's useful. So it'll be good.
That's right. Oh, and I see over here, I see there's Abby, Lynn, Audrey, Donnell, Debbie, Renee, all the beautiful ladies of the chat over here. Reverend Jenny, all you guys, thank you very much for being here. I see all your names. And Deb Smith, behind me, we do have our sister channel, Talking Wax. Please sign up because we have a contest. If you love vinyl, you want to play with us, I'll put you on the show. And you might be able to win something good like this. I got the handsome John Mayer and this Beach Boys. There's a lot we're giving away. But until then, everybody, we are out of here. Have a great day. And remember, any single ladies out there that want to meet my dad, that's a prize to give away. I love you.
Wow.
And everybody, goodbye. Mwah.
It's Coffee Talk with the Tika. Nothing rhymes with that but chicken tikka. We name drop here. With Stefan and all his friends.
Stop, everybody. Stop. You're going to see a couple of icons down below, and you're going to subscribe and share and, like all that stuff. And, hey, if you have a father like mine, give him a hug and tell him that Adika loves him. All right, everybody. Levitan, you have anything to say to Deb Smith?
Deb Smith. Deb, I love you. You know I love you. I've always loved you.